be honest. So, um, I think I'm actually just going to do my draft. My deck's not particularly good. It did not go how I wanted it to. I'll pop it up and let people look at it. I got kind of, I got some quick early graspings, and then I didn't really, the black white didn't really feel open, but like, I don't know. When I'm drafting versus bots and not humans, I get way more sticky than I should. And I kind of didn't ever get off the colors when I probably should have, and ended up with a bit of a train wreck. It's probably at least average, but it's not great. If I was in a play, I'd probably keep this. If they mulliganed, I'll keep it anyway. Final payment's pretty good. They mulliganed to 5. I think my first 3 drafts I played, I thought this card was a 2-2, and I just disrespected it. There's a good chance I'm just going to take 5 and kill this. Wow. They're throwing an entire card away just to scry. Their hand must be real bad. What are you going to do when our 1-3 runs wild on you? I don't know what that oops means. They might have left a card on top by accident. Fortunately, there's no log, so we can't see. Oh, I do not feel good today. I don't think they can come back from this, but who knows? They concur. I usually stop playing once I get gold. I just do it for a few extra packs, but like, I accidentally started another draft and wasn't thinking. Yeah, keep it too. Keep all the things. Never mulligan. I will give them the hello back. Probably kill that. See if they play anything first, though. Wow, I may have to cut this stream exceptionally short. I'll try to, at minimum, force a half an hour. Would like to do the usual hour, hour and a half or whatever, but oh god, not not going well. Oh. kind of weird that it was giving me a second trigger even though I didn't have one. No, I wanted that. That was our friend. Since we've drawn double their lands, I can't imagine this is going to go well for us. If they ever plan to land. They have an instance, that's probably bad for me. Oh, wah wah wah. Stop casting removal spells, friend. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Now drawn double their lands. Yeah, we don't have an out anymore. These drafts go quickly. Opponent did the O-Scry to the top there. Sneak. Four of a kind in our hand. Four of a kind is the best. Best kind, four of a kind. No! Unblockable draw card. Stop it. Is the one that gets flying or the one that becomes a 5/5? Okay, 5/5 it is. So much noise coming from my kitchen. Somebody is up pilfering around. What are you gonna do when every grasping throw in the draft runs wild on you? Don't think that's gonna do it unless there's a root snare or something in your future. I didn't see any of the black the black white vigilance for one thing at all. Hey JJ, what's up? How are you feeling today? Hope you're over your flu by now. Oh, you're back to work already? Glad you're over it though. Def Toucherino. More Def Toucherino. Probably just gonna block. JK, they're not gonna attack. Afraid not, JJ. A little sick and I damaged my eye and I don't feel safe to drive right now because of it. Also, my local game store doesn't really have Friday Night Magic anymore. They've not fired one in about a month now. Another store opened up about 30 minutes from them, which makes it about an hour from me, and they've not had Friday Night Magic since then. I think an hour's too far to drive. Well, that card's not remotely beatable. So we lose. Well, this draft's going poorly. What about you? Did you get to play one? You missed a sweet stream last night. We played Legacy Reanimator and got multiple turn 1 kills. So there's the one store that's within 30 minutes from me that they do actually a really nice payout, but they've burned a few bridges over the years and they don't get very much support. But they're a cool store. I like the store. I like the owners. Like I don't have any problems with them, but like a lot of the community here has problems with them. So they've been and now that new store opened about 30 minutes from them, and it's just kind of finished off the store that's burned a lot of bridges. And then there's another store that's about an hour away as well, which is actually a really cool store too. But I just can't justify. Well, both of the stores an hour away are. All three of the stores are cool stores. I just can't. I can't bring myself to drive an hour one way, an hour back. For Friday Night Magics, especially because like I drive a 4x4 SUV. I get 14 miles to the gallon. I'm killing the environment, so I guess that's a lot of gas when you got to drive 2 hours just to get to and from Friday Night Magic. Wow, you don't even play online. You got to get on the Arena Train, my friend. All right, so do I play around a counterspell or not? I'm just not going to play around a counterspell. I don't actually care. If they do the one that makes me pay 2, I'll be upset, but I assume they're going to have a fault collapse either way. Hey, sweet Matt, what's up? Yeah, I still want a decent amount of coverage, but it's like it's kind of hard when you're from a very rural area. It was a cool one. I like Legacy. I wish I had the time to learn Legacy because like I feel like Legacy is a very intricate format. And like when I go watch one of the Legacy specialists, like watch one of their streams, and listen to them talk and stuff like that, it feels like it's super complex, and I really like that. Just noticed there's a little bird here. When you click it and it flies off. Ah, can I click again? Yeah, it flies off every time you click it. Ha ha ha. I get excited about the little things. Let's start with this. Actually, let's just cancel that. How do I cancel? Gameplay. Undo Z. Let's try this first. That's fine. I think Final Payment's the better card, so I'd kind of rather save it for a different type of thread if possible. Kind of surprised they didn't use deploy there. I'm gonna play around that counter spell that I'd rather just pay 5 life. That stops them from being able to, the pay 2 thingy. I'm gonna play around that. That's why I didn't play it end of turn. Yeah, that was the deck from yesterday. I didn't update the draft deck because it was really bad, and I kind of expected to lose real quick, which we are losing real quick. We're just less quick than I had expected. That's a sorcery, right? Yeah, that's a sorcery. Could have killed that, but might as well save our removal spell for a better creature and this stops them from using the locket this turn. For grasping thralls for the wins. Oh wow. That deputy attention would be sweet if they have a counterspell to go with it. They do not have a counterspell to go with it. We doing it. Whew. We did it. We got a second win. Oh, that was a third win. Wild. After this draft, I'll play some standard. Providing I can still set up. Probably play the green-red deck some more. It's the deck that I've been performing the best with. I passed a Pontiff in pack 3 for a grasping thrall because I didn't really have anything to go with the Pontiff, but I don't know if that was right. No, I think they will at some point. Like, they did in cons. I can't see why they wouldn't again. Teamer is the best? I've not saw a Teamer list lately. You got a link to one? Kinda want to use the Demise on that, but I guess I'd rather use it on that. Oh, yeah, Teamer Reclamation's very good. I don't know how to sideboard it, though. Like, I constantly feel like I punt off games sideboarding it poorly. Their opponents have not been playing lands today. Ooh, they got a land, but it was a guild gate. Oh, this is a play mistake. I should have cast my Grasping Frill before I attack because they're like pretty clearly going to block. Whoopsie. Lost a 1 point of life. Well, the Team of Reclamation supposedly loses against White Weenie and isn't great versus Red Deck wins, so playing it in best of one without the sideboard seems even less desirable. I do think Team of Reclamation is one of the better decks in the format, though, but I do think it's incredibly hard to play. Also, obviously, still a big fan of the Experimental Frenzy decks and the Esper decks. As I've said over and over and over, like, Frenzy has got the highest power level of any card in Standard. Esper probably is the highest power deck. Red Deck Wins might be the most consistent great deck, but that's just my random opinions. None of that means anything. I really dislike White Weenie. I know everybody else likes it. I think it's a bad deck, even though obviously it's good. Yama Killer top 8 at the MTGO PTQ with it yesterday, and like none of his games were particularly close. He just smashed. I'm just salty with the deck because I can't do it. I can't win with that deck to save my life. Will block. Seeing if I can get them to attack me next turn. Well, they took it. What fun! I mean, don't get me wrong, the deck's powerful. It feels like you have to draw so... I don't know what the best wording for it is. Or the best wording for what I'm trying to say, at least. I don't think I actually care about this card, and I want to make sure I hit a land for the following turn. Well, we hit our land. I assume that there's a good chance I have a removal spell for the scavenger or whatever, but I'm absolutely fine with that. Didn't value our 1-3 at all anyway. I guess I play it wrong. I don't know. It just feels like every deck's wanting to beat the aggro decks. So I never do well when I play the aggro decks that are that small. But it feels like I'm pretty clearly wrong since everybody has such success with it other than myself. Go ahead and play this land, because if I draw another land, I can play 2 different removal spells next turn. I like the fact that this cleared a stage because of our underground can actually get our creature back. Wait, Magic is hosting me? The heck is Magic? For 1 viewer. Thank you, Magic. Thank you very much. How was your stream? Got excited. I thought it was Magic Johnson for a second. Wee! So no matter what we've got at least 5 wins. That's pretty cool. We'll just keep chugging along with this very medium deck. That's another keep. Our opponents have mulliganed a lot and struggled on lands a lot. I have no guild gate, so there's nothing that I'm going to play that's not a swamp. We did it, fam. We killed the unkillable. Might just slam this for a 3-3. They have double gate? Oh gosh. The bonus deck is sweet. He led us into a... I know. I've gotten played. Bonus deck is insane. Oh, stop playing good cards. You won't have a hard enough time beating your 6-6. You don't need to play more good things. MTG. I have a acquaintance from one of my local stores that did not learn to read until they were in school, like high school, and they only started to read because of MTG. Ooh, Incubation's a good one. Another Chillbringer? But friend, I wasn't going to be able to beat all your other tier 1 cards. Hmm. That card's certainly going to get us out of this. It is actually really nice. Opponent. Opponent. Settle down, opponent. No, they have more. Want 5-3 though. It's better than I thought it would do with this. So now we get to open a pack. Oh, cool. We rode for the second pack. Considering we drafted a couple of rares there too, that means we only lost like 40 gems on that draft. Oh, we got a mythic we didn't have. Not too bad. Well, JJ doesn't want to see drafts, so back to standard we go. Try to play like a couple of matches of standard, and then we're going to go get under a blanket and try to feel better. This deck's the deck that I've had the most success with this standard. I guess if I'm going to be playing it, I should put it in chat. I'm really bad at changing my decks. Oh gosh. When I'm... Whatever. When I'm playing... Arena. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm just not really spitting it out. Just not spitting it out very well. That dude is a... Oh, wow. Well, they're playing something that I wasn't expecting. I guess I'm going to just plus this one then. That gets two of them out of potential Cry-Canarium range. Even though I'm going to assume that they're just not playing a Cry-Canarium. Wilderness. Huh. I'll probably cast Ritual, Suit, and will cry. A little bit as expected. Not a lot I can really do about it. Never found a third land. Oof. Ooh. That's a nice one. Bonus on a brewski. Might be able to steal this game. No, looks like they hit another Nexus. Oh, could they not flip that? Wow. Well, if they brick, we win. I don't. In general, I think the card gets overplayed. But the thing about this deck is, we're playing a super low land count. We're only playing 22 lands. We often sideboard out the Land War Elves. So in this deck, it's something that can come down on turn 2 if you have to have it. But it's really in the deck as a 4 mana 5 drop that replaces itself. I think it's actually okay in this deck. For the most part, I think the card's pretty overrated, though. I don't really know what's in their deck. I'm actually gonna sideboard one out here too. Maybe I don't want all three Vivians. Maybe two's enough. But no, I do think the card's overrated. Now, if they sideboard in FIFA Sanities, I'm gonna be really, really sad. It's one of your better cards versus like red deck wins and white weenie too, though. Especially white weenie, because they don't really remove it too often, and that's cool. You know, it just does its ornery little thing. Now they got their best card, so it's gonna make this game a lot harder than usual. It's a good chance I could have just played the Llanowar there. Hmm. It's not a great sign for us. Yeah, especially if they're like traditional planeswalkers, but I don't think they'll be traditional planeswalkers. I feel like they're going to be more like saga cards or flip cards or something. But if they're templated, you know, like a Jace or a Vivian or whatever, then it's going to be super weird and super interesting and probably hard to grasp. Like if there's that many abilities on all of those planeswalkers like that, it feels to me like it's going to take quite a bit to really parse into. Especially if they're good. We're not doing good this game. They've not drawn a reclamation yet though, so alright, that's probably game. I don't think we'll come back from the reclamation. Yeah, like they'll probably have to level up or do something before they're like super powerful. Search under a library for a card. So they're probably getting Primal Amulet. Search under the library for a card again. That means they're going to get Nexus. I want to see what their kill condition is. I'm going to assume it's Crassus or something from a Masterminds, but I just want to see it because it could affect my sideboarding. What do you do? Like, I'm already convinced that they're infinite, and I would concede if they could just show me one spell that's going to kill me. I don't care if they played a 1-1 for 1, I would concede. And they get multiple extra turns. Wait, why'd they get... I don't understand why they got 3 turns there. Shouldn't they have only got 2? Oh, because they floated mana of this and then untapped it. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I'm dead. Show me a kill condition, please. This is kind of boring. Well, they have 21 cards left in their library, and just with the Search for Azcanta and these wildernesses alone, they see 17 cards a turn. So they have... Okay, there's a Crassus. So they have infinite turns, and we know that they have infinite turns. It's just, I want to know what their kill condition was, because it could have affected how I sideboarded. Like, I'm considering bringing back into Harpooner now, over a couple of Growth Chambers. Bonus deck is sweet, though. It's not great, but I'm not really going to mulligan lands and spells. Hopefully we'll draw something cool, like a couple of Cinder Vines. That's what we needed last game. And we know they've got a bunch of Moments of Craving and a bunch of... oh, cool. They don't have the right colored mana. If they have Syncopate, I'm going to be sad. We know they could have a Sweeper. I mean, we know they play those. No Sweeper. They'll have one for the next turn, though, but that's okay, because now we're going to play this thing, get another point of damage in, attack with the team. And that puts them at 8, and we'll have 6 to attack with after the Sweeper. Alright. We got lucky. We did it! We did it! Throw your hands in the air, wave them like you don't care. We did it. We did it. Hand's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Depending on what color or what they play for their turn one, it could end up being great because there's, like if they just play basic planes or whatever, then we can cast a growth chamber onto. They play a red mana or a black mana, we can't. If they play like a breeding pool, maybe we can. Probably will if they play a breeding pool. Or if we draw a second growth chamber, we would as well. Red mana, not good. Yeah, that's not good at all. Our hand's very bad versus red deck wins, though this is a favorable match. Wonder if it was worth it to play this just so they couldn't light up the stage this turn? Four, hiya. What are you gonna do when the 4/4 hiya's on you? Probably just gonna kill it. Maybe not. I was kind of hoping they would in a manner because I wanted this off the table before I played this. Actually, just going to cast this now. Which is probably not a good thing to cast. I'm probably supposed to just play Phoenix. The Growth Chamber might actually be better than a Phoenix this game. This shocked me. Scary spooky. They hit another land. I feel like they probably had to have that land. Uh-oh. Not good. If all that's coming straight at me, I'm dead. Yeah, if all that's coming at me, I'm just dead. I don't have an out. So I'm at 4 life right now when they have 2 cards in their hand and we know they're not lands. Hopefully, whatever it is, hopefully it's like, you know, nothing that they can play for 1 mana. Well, it was something they could play for 1 mana, so I'm dead. I needed it to be a 2 mana spell. I guess I couldn't beat the third skewer either way. Wah wah. I've not had any luck with skewer in those decks. Like, skewer's been very bad for me. Knew we were in trouble though as soon as he started throwing the burn at our head. Or they started throwing the burn at our head. I'm not sure that I never owned. I'm not sure I ever noticed that Johnny has an eye cut yet. Like, he's missing an eye. I don't think I've ever noticed that because I am what they refer to as super attentive. Nothing ever gets by me. I am master of awareness. Thou shalt never be more aware than I. Uh-oh. Missed the land drop, which means I will attack instead of playing defense. Our lovely friend, no! Come back to us! I don't like being this wildly aggressive, but without the lands, I just feel like we need to try to get them dead. What? That's unexpected. I just made a big play mistake. It was really, really bad not to play the Gruul there. Wow, that was so terrible of me. Now I'm discouraged. I will cry because I am so bad. It seemed pretty bad because they would have been at one life. Like they still had to block the 4/4 or they were dead. But putting them at one seemed really relevant. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Alright, well, I don't think I changed much. We know for a fact now that they have Chain Whirler, which I didn't know before. So maybe I don't want those. Maybe just Cannonade. They are on the play. Alright, Cannonade. Cannonade hop. This is probably going to be my last game, by the way. Or definitely going to be my last game. I shouldn't say probably. Kind of liked our draft earlier. Might do a draft tomorrow where I actually do the picks live so people can make fun of me. Let's see if Sparrow's on, because I'll host Sparrow when we're done if they are. Alright, well, this hand's a keep, obviously. Sparrow is live. Need to go get some more medicine for my eye. It's burning very badly. I am kind of freezing right now. Get it out of shock range. I'm still gonna block here, even though obviously they could have a chain whirler. Because worst case scenario, our 2-drop still traded for their 2-drop. We don't have any removal spells right now though, so we could be into some problem. Not actually sure. I've not looked at what they've done to Moto in a long time, so I don't know. I don't know if Moto is expensive right now. Well, guess I'm glad I didn't block. It required 2 spells instead of 1. Huh. I want to block this, but I don't know how to really block it. They missed their land drop, so we know this is a spell. What kind of spell? Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna play this. I'm gonna look to not block the chain roller and just to block the lava runner. Or at least keep the lava runner home. That wasn't really what I wanted. Now I can try to double block with maybe a collision to save something. Okay. Actually worked out. The heck do they have in their hand that they're not playing? It's just four drops of some kind, but it's just experimental frenzies and killing phoenixes and stuff? That's stomping ground? That's a stomping ground. We got multiple blockers and a collision now. It was just a bunch of four drops. Well, no matter what you block, I have 9 damage. That's before we add in the collision. Alright, we'll just hold the collision then. Hey, who cares? Yep, unfortunately though, you have missed it. We have just finished for the evening. I keep streaming this deck over and over, and like, we just rarely lose with it, and I'm not actually sure why that we do so well with it. When you just look at it on paper, it doesn't seem that strong, but boy, does it rack up wins. Anyway, I'm going to hop out of here and go hopefully get some Tylenol in me, get under a blanket, and try to feel a little bit better. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and go say hello to our friend Joshua. But make sure always to call him Joshua. Take care, everybody, and thanks for stopping by.